Miss Collier explains.
Summarising data.
Our learning intention is to understand that numerical data can be summarized into a single number by finding its range, mean, median, and mode. We also want to be able to calculate the range, mean, median, and mode for numerical data. We will know we are successful when we can calculate the range and the mean, we can find the median even when there's two numbers, and figure out which number is the mode. Today we are going to look at how we can summarize data numerically. Data in everyday life. So the median, which is the middle, height of school students or their relevant ages can be used to determine a suitable dimension for classroom desks and chairs. Although sometimes it is important for us to see a complete set of data, either as the specific numbers or in a graph, but sometimes it is more useful for us to just have a summary of the data using a few numbers. For example, instead of giving me a list of the heights of every student in Year 7, you could just tell me how tall the middle child was and how much the height difference is between the shortest and the tallest person. This would give me a good understanding of the general height of the population. There are generally 4 different numbers we like to use to summarize data, and we call these the measure of central tendency. This is because these numbers give us the center of the data in a couple of different ways. While we go through the key ideas, we're going to use this family and their ages as examples. The first measure of central tendency is the range, and the range shows us how spread out the data is. The range is the difference between the highest and the lowest value. So here with this family, the highest age is 34 and the lowest age is 3. And difference always means subtract, so I take the smallest from the largest. 34 take 3 is 31. So these ages are spread out over 31 years. The second measure is called the mode, and the mode is the most common number. So the mode is the most frequently occurring value in the set. Sometimes you can have more than one mode. This is called bimodal, or 3 modes would be multimodal. When looking at this family, we can see that the age 34 occurs more than once, meaning it is the mode. Note that you can have data sets that have no mode if no number occurs more than once. Thirdly, we have the median, which is the middle number. So the median is the middle number in a series of numbers that have been arranged in ascending order. You need to make sure the numbers are biggest to smallest before you find the middle. If there are 2 numbers in the middle, we find the average or the middle of those 2 numbers. If I put the ages of this family in order, I can see that the middle numbers are 11 and 12. I have to find halfway between 11 and 12, so I add them together and divide by 2, which is 11.5. So the median for these ages is 11.5. Lastly, we have the mean, which you might also know as average. The mean is the average of all the values of data. To calculate the mean, we add all the values in the collection together, and then we divide by how many numbers we added up. In this example, all the ages add up to 100, and there are 6 people in the family, so we divide by 6. This gives us 16.67. These people are lined up in order of height. Whose height would we use to calculate the range, the median, and the mean? Pause and think about it for a sec. So the range is the highest, take the lowest. So we would use this person and this person to calculate the range. The median is the middle person. So I like to cross out from each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. These two people would be used to calculate the median. And of course, the mean is the average of everyone, so it would be everyone's height that we would use. Let's practice finding the range, mean, median, and mode. This question says, consider the ages in years of 7 people who are surveyed in the shop. 15, 31, 12, 47, 21, 65, 12. Then we're going to have to find the range, mean, median, and mode. The first thing I always like to do is put these numbers in ascending order. So I need to find the smallest number, which is 12, and then I like to cross them out as I go along to make sure I don't lose any. I'm just going to keep working it through. The first question A is find the range, which is the difference between the highest and the lowest. My highest number is 65 and my lowest is 12. So I'm going to find the difference, which is take away 65, take away 12. This leaves me with 53. So my range is 53 years. B says find the mean of this data, which means I need to add them all up. So I need to write 12 plus 12. I can use my calculator to figure this out. That is 203. Now I need to figure out how many numbers did I add together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7, which means I'm going to divide my answer by 7. Again, I can work this out or I can use a calculator. 203 divided by 7 equals 29. So the mean of this data is 29 years. C, find the median of this data. The median is the middle number. It's very important that the numbers are first in ascending order, which we have already done. Then I just cross one from the top and one from the bottom until I have only the middle left. Here I can see that I only have one number in the middle, which means that is my median. So my median is 21 years. D, find the mode of this set of data. Mode is most common. Now that I've got them written out, I can easily see if I have a number more than once. Here I have 12 more than once, but none of the others repeat, which means I only have one mode, which is 12. So my mode is 12 years. Lastly, it says if another person is surveyed who is 29 years old, what will the new median be? Well, I need to write out my new data set, adding in the new number that I have, which is 29. Now I will have my data written out in ascending order, so I can just cross from the top and the bottom until I have only one or two numbers left in the middle. And now I have two numbers in the middle, and I need to find the average of these two numbers to find the center. So I'm going to go 21 plus 29, which equals 50. And how many numbers did I add together? That's 2. So I'm going to divide by 2, which is 25. Which 25 is halfway between 21 and 29. So now I have created a good summary of the data, the measure of its central tendency. You have a go. Let's quickly check your answers. First up, I'm going to put it in ascending order. A, find the range of data. That is the highest, take away the lowest. 32 take 19 is 13, so these test scores have a range of 13. B is find the mean, which means I need to add all of these numbers together. I'm going to use a calculator to do that and figure out it's 130. Now, how many numbers have I added together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, so I'm dividing by 5. 130 divided by 5 is 26, so the average for this test score is 26. Next, I need to find the median, which is the middle number. I've put my data in ascending order, so now I'm just going to cross out from the top and the bottom till I have one number remaining. 25 is the number in the middle, so my median test score is 25. D is the mode, which is the most common. Now, I only have one set of numbers that is repeating, and that's 25. So the mode equals 25. So the mode for this test scores is 25. If a sixth person was included with a test score of 31, find the new median. So I'm writing out my new set of data, adding in the new test score, which is 31. Now that I've got it in ascending order, I can cross from top and bottom until I have only one or two numbers left. I have 2, so I need to find the average. 25 plus 29 equals 54. I've added two numbers together, so I'm dividing by 2 to get 27. The new test score median is 27. How'd you go? I hope now that you could find the range of the data, that you could find the mean or average of the data, that you could find the median, middle score, even if there's two numbers in the middle, and you also can figure out the mode.